What's good, guys? I'm feeling that Lost Lands FOMO I saw you talking about in the chat. Freaking TikTok keeps feeding me it. Feeling that EDM, feeling the wubs. Today is Monday. We are back at it after Friday's explosively fun, bullish stream. Man, that was a 4% day. Times are tough. Times are really tough. Maybe we should talk about that. 4% moves feel amazing now. This has been a long period. Oh man, zoom out. March. When was the last all-time high? March 14th. That was June, July, August, September. Like 4 months ago. What's going on here? Why? Why Bitcoin? Why do you do this to us? Apparently people decided to start selling over the weekend. Damn it. Who's selling? I wish I knew. We'll try to figure that out as the stream goes on. But Bitcoin coming on down here on the daily, approaching September 11th's price. I just got an alert for a chart no one cares about. Coming on down to September 11th. So that's spooky days. Fair value gap on the day. We see that here with the green bodied candle, a tiny red bodied candle, followed by a bullish engulfing candle here. And what that is doing is now acting as support into this sell-off. It was resistance on the way up. And in fact, the same area, really, if you go to the left, has been in play throughout these last 4 months. Support on the way down, resistance on the way up. Now, fingers crossed, praying that support holds here and we continue to move higher into this week and into the end of September. So we're going to jump into the charts. We're going to jump into the Bitcoin analysis. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to look at some altcoins. We're going to take some requests. On Wednesday, before we power it up, before we really get into it, on Wednesday, we have the biggest, most important, craziest FOMC event ever, guys, ever. On Wednesday, 1 p.m. East. We may start at 1:30, but 1 p.m. East. If you go to the channel page, you will see that stream already scheduled right here. Whoa, do you know what the Federal Reserve? Make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a grand time. We're looking at some very spicy non-nothing burgers for sale that day. In fact, here, let me pull this up for you. I'll just take a sec. A lot of the FOMCs, we try to make them fun because in general, they're pretty boring. However, the last many have been nothing burgers. This one virtually guaranteeing spice. Let's pull up the Fed rate monitor if this thing ever loads. 2 days to go. Here we go. 2 days, 51 minutes to be exact. At the moment, we are looking at a 100% probability. I put them in air quotes because, you know, what was, how does they come up with this? I have no idea. I feel like they just pick numbers. 100% probability of an interest rate cut for the first time in many months. It's been years, since 2020. This is what the market is looking for this week. And I want to make the prediction or the statement that virtually nothing that happens between now and then is going to be really consequential to markets or charts. We're likely to see volatility to the upside and to the downside in the next 48 hours. But really don't think any of it is going to matter until we see or find out what happens Wednesday. So let's put this into some perspective here, because this is the talk of the town for sure. Typically we are expecting something and nothing happens. And that's the nothing burger. That's the sour, bitter taste in our mouths after these, where it's like, why didn't they do anything? This is boring. It's supposed to be big. With 100% probability, whether that's real or not, it's 100% probabilities in front of people's eyes. We are hearing talks of 50 BPS cut. We're even hearing Senator Warren, not our favorite person, requesting a 75 BPS cut. Remember, Senator Warren has been telling the Fed for a while that they need to cut. So I feel like that's really just upping the rhetoric, upping the ante here on her part. I wouldn't put too much weight in it. But because everyone is convinced that we will have one, it really sets us up where no matter what happens, it's going to be spicy. Imagine the outcomes, 25 BPS. The market expects it, the market gets it. That's probably going to be the most nothing burger outcome which is a weird thing to say as someone who covers these. That an interest rate cut is a nothing burger. I don't know. 50 BPS cut or even higher is going to be spicier. The market's going to be a little thrown into chaos from that's going to be definitely a volatile event if we hear that. But what I'm getting to is, imagine if there's no rate cut. You guys know I have said I don't think we're going to have rate cuts until 2025. Maybe I'm wrong. Really good time to kind of throw in. I'm just a dude. I'm not a financial advisor. I just share my opinion and my analysis, my observations with you. Please don't take it as financial advice. I don't think we will. That would be the most spicy outcome of this whole thing. With the markets completely sure, completely confident that this is coming. That would be the biggest and potentially maybe the scariest outcome of Wednesday. So make sure you've tuned in, locked in. Clear your schedules, take off work, hit that notify me button. You know the deal. You know the deal with all of it. Be there Wednesday. So let's jump into the charts here. Bitcoin seeming to continue to sell off as I talk. It's not enjoying my talk. That's okay. Down to this order block. Let's go back to the chart with lots of stuff on it. Let's get the chaos in here. Turn off. Actually, we'll start with the moving averages. This is what we have been eyeing. This 20 daily for quite a few days. On Friday, we had a very exciting move above it. I was feeling good about that. And unfortunately, we are back now below that 20 daily moving average, that thin white line here. This is not a good place, despite there being this support here from the daily order block or fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. Closing below the 20 daily, not a good sign. I will say we did close above the 50 on Friday. That was a little bit unexpected. But we've been talking about a rejection from the 20. And in recent history, we have seen this even in these last 4 months of no new all-time highs. We've seen the rejection from the 20 lead to lower lows. So what that would mean now would be bad. I guess technically it's not a rejection from the 20. Like the 50 maybe rejected it. But I'll say closing below the 20 is going to be not a bullish signal to the markets. I'm very interested in how today closes. I am keeping in mind that really the price action between now and Wednesday, I think, is going to be largely irrelevant. Maybe it just front loading, front running, whatever we're going to see here. But that gives us a pretty thin margin of error today. That 20 sitting at 57,750, price currently $150 below at 57.6. And God, I hope things look better when we zoom in. I hope they look better. The 200-day still above us at 64K. That's still my target, provided today does not give up the 20. Let's say we get a close at like 58K. I'm still targeting that 64K area. And we're really just going to see how today turns out. These Mondays have brought us a lot of interesting price action over the last few weeks. If you haven't yet, I know we've had a little intro here. Take time. Check to see if you've hit that like button, subscribe, help engage with the live chat. The more the live stream is engaged with, the more viewers YouTube shows this to. And that is how we continue growing. I appreciate you. Let's just take a step back here. Take a step back, take a look from the top down on the week. The damage today may feel bad, but really not outside of the realm of what we've seen over the last 4 months. In general, I have been, at first it started almost as a joke, and now it's just too much of reality, is when you look at these weekly or monthly timeframes, what we've seen is virtually 100% of the time since March, we have gone back to test the open of the previous week. So if the previous week closed green, we tend to see a corresponding red week after. Even if it maybe closes green, we tend to see it move and wick at least to the previous open. So below 55K is going to be where I start to worry on this weekly candle, that being last week's open. This has been really, really consistent throughout the last 4 months. I don't want it to be true, but if it is, maybe we're looking at that 54, 55K area just from the weekly. But where we're at now, we're still very much inside of the candle of the previous week. The selling, not very fun, but not actually getting us anywhere dangerous for, well, about another a little bit under 10%. Let's call it like 6% or something like that. How's our monthly looking? Our monthly was green on Friday. We had some celebrations for the green September, now back to red. That monthly critical level at 58.9 or 59K still in play, it seems. We talked about it as we were kind of on the way up to this level, saying, well, same is true with the weekly as it is with the monthly. When we are trading below or really above these opens, we tend to see price kind of gravitate back to them, flip that bigger time frame back and forth between green and red, and fingers crossed that's what's happening right now. Definitely less comfortable with September sitting in red. I liked it green, and it was really open for that 64K level back to the open of August. Still 2 weeks to go, a little bit more than 2 weeks in this month, and that is plenty of time to either trade lower or really settle up, get a nice bullish close, and kick us off into October, or Uptober, as lots of us are hoping for. What is up? Amy Lives Crypto, my gal, gifting them memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you, Amy. You're the best. Amy's the best, guys, just so you know. Hands down, Amy's the best. Let's look at some analysis here. I did update our chart, not very cleanly. It doesn't look very good. That's okay. I did update our chart because the green week open has moved as the new week has dawned on us today. Slightly above that green month level. What's interesting is these are now so close together. They're only $250 apart, which is less than 0.5%. Price action, if it bounces here, let's say hypothetically, could move just to 59.2 and flip both of those bigger time frames to the green status. I'm hoping that happens. That's what I'm praying for. But they're really close together, and throughout really a lot of this, we haven't seen that. We've seen the weeklies and the monthlies can be spaced out, have a much larger range between them. Now they're all close together. Everything's kind of coiling up, kind of getting ready, I feel, for something real big into the end of this year. We'll find out, I'm sure, as time goes on. Right now, we are at a 382 retracement. Pretty shallow retracement here. Would be a very bullish level to hold. Let's actually think about this for a second. If price does bounce, if the low is in for today, that 382 retracement from 52.3 back here, that'd be a pretty bullish place to go. Remember, the deeper the retracement from the move, the less likely or the less signaling the market is that it's looking to continue in that direction more. We came very, very close to the top of our descending trend here on Friday. We didn't actually hit it over the weekend, which was surprising to me. You guys probably remember from Friday, the scariest outcome I said would be like 61, like 61.4, I think I said 60 something, 61.3, and then back down to the bottom of this wedge. This would be the most painful, boring, nagging price action. I'm hoping we don't get that, but we didn't quite hit that top trend. So something's going on here. What's happening? Opening up the day, looking at just our oscillators here. Stoch RSI coming down. I don't really need the indicator to tell me that. We have red candles on Stoch. It's going to be moving down. Money flow in the day. This is what kind of gets me. This is what's hitting me today. Losing that bullish, that green flow here. Dipping over into the red with our red dot on the top of momentum, showing some reversals. Man, when you look at just the dailies, it's like this is the only level. It's like you hold here, you can go as low as 57.3 to the bottom of that fair value gap. And then after that, man, you have not a lot here. You could find support from the 11th of September's low, 55.5. I feel like maybe that's a level you'd look for simply because before the dump and after the dump, price did find support there with a wick. We did see buyers come in again, so maybe they'll come in a third time. Don't like support being tested over and over. You go back before that and there's nothing here. There's nothing. Typically we'll look for like a swing low candle close, like September 6th down at 54,000. We've already filled that gap with a wick. I don't want to see price down there again. This is getting a little sketchy. I have a feeling that whatever direction it's going coming into Wednesday, it will reverse. So maybe we should pray for more rain, something like that. Let's go down to the 12-hour here. Taking a look, very similar 12-hour rolling over, getting into that red just like the day. I don't like to see it. Slight divergence, a little bearish div on that high from Friday. The 12-hour does a good job here of showing you that support a little more visually than the day. Those three candles sometimes aren't the easiest to digest. The 12-hour showing you a little bit more efficiency here, a little chop, price moving up and down, trapping buyers and sellers, creating resistance that was broken, now being tested as support. Mang. Things have looked better. Screw you, Monday. Mondays are either, I found, a very nice green day or a very red day. We haven't seen low volatility Mondays, I feel. They almost always end up being, well, over the last few weeks, some of the biggest bodied candles of the week. And this Monday, no exception here. This sell-off now lower than the 13th wick low before the run up. It has retraced that full move. Unfortunate. Let's go to this cleaner chart. Where were you? Over here. Let's go to this cleaner chart. And let's look at the damage from that retracement here. So where you decide to take this from, I think, is kind of up to the trader here. I kind of like just taking it from that wick low to the high, looking at these extensions, 55.8, 54.7. I was hoping maybe it would line up with this wick. That'd be good confluence. But let's see what it looks like on the wick. Pulling down from the wick, we can see that we are really close to our 618 retracement here today. Just from our swing low, 55.5 up to Friday's high. That would put us right at that 57.5 level. Was anything else there? F7? No, nothing else is there. Let's re-add. I like this order block here. We're going to put this back on. Nice simple chart for today. There it is. There it is. Ah, man, this is it. Like, you can even see on lower time frames, like the hourly here. This level, this is it. You lose that and what, you just immediately send back to this wick low? Man, not as bullish as I had hoped. Hour still bleeding, still giving us downside, but momentum making a higher low here. Might be seeing some kind of reversal, but I would likely imagine maybe even in this hour, we see a little bit lower trading here. RSI stuck down in the dumps on low time frames, in oversold. Not where I'd like it. I'm getting rid of Stoch. Stoch, you're taking up too much room in my chart, and I don't find you that useful. It's like a 30 here. 30, pretty similar to the hour. Seeing that momentum come back down, slightly higher low. It's not enough to get me jazzed for more upside today. What is up, my 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 what's up? Appreciate you. Thanks for subscribing and joining the fam. If you're new out there, be like Sohail. Hit that button. If you do while we're live, you'll see this number roll over in real time. Your name will pop up. I'll shout you out. It'll be a grand ball. So don't be shy. I'm here. And if you're new, jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Let me see on the 15, RSI in the dirt again. I'm not seeing anything that I really like. Very low time frames. We do see our lows coming down. Always a good time to just check for divergence on those lows, price and wicks. Price meaning candle bodies and wicks coming down. Looking at RSI, we can see a divergence here. This is not super exciting. I don't think this is mega bull, but on very low time frames, we are starting to see a reversal build. RSI's lows are coming up out of oversold, while our lows are coming down. That is a mismatch, I'll call it. Price and RSI are doing something different, so we look for divergence. It is there, but it's just not that spicy yet. We'll see. 5 minutes still bleeding. Man, when does the blood stop today? 5 minutes still bleeding. RSI stuck down again. What about the 1? Can we get some hopium on the 1? Nah, not really. The only takeaways I like, the low time frame divergences are cool, but they don't really suggest, like, I don't know, moon time, right? They're just like there. They're just there. There's something. The only thing I really like, and this is outside of our indicators here, is as price has approached what we've identified as a daily fair value gap or order block, acting as support, and our 618, we are seeing the sell-off momentum, at least visually, kind of slow down here. Looks like the sell-off started right here at 1425 with this lower high and break. That momentum painted, I'll say this is a momentum leg. sold off again, even more down, even more violently down. And here at the support, we're starting to see that momentum at least chill, at least show us some kind of signs that bulls are awake and alive, buying this up. Let's look at the volume here. Is there anything special? Anything special on the volume? No. These volume candles are trippy. I don't know if you guys ever messed around with these. Volume definitely kicking up down here at support, but not in a way that is very compelling to me. Ooh, wait, hold up. Hold up. Now we're down. Okay. This hourly candle, 30 minutes to go on it, and we are starting to see this bottom wick build a little bit. Not going to get excited yet because this is very low time frame, just bouncing, kind of bobbing up and down right at that support. Let's put alerts. I got them close. Let's see, actually, one more thing before we move on. How far out does that divergence, can we see that divergence? So we found it on the 15-minute. It is visible on the hour. I guess my reluctance to be like, yeah, bullish divergence is RSI still oversold. It's not bouncing up out of there quick. It even seems like it's looking for another trip down. Maybe the settlement of this last hour in 33 minutes will give us a little more light there. Once you go from the hour where you see lower lows, higher lows, you go to the 2 hour, all of a sudden RSI not reflecting that. See? Price and RSI are agreeing there. Lower, low, lower, low. No divergence past the 1 hour. That could be better. That could definitely it could be more bullish. Let's look on the 4. Same thing on the 4. I have a feeling when you go to the 6 and the 8, really gonna mirror it. Yep. When we zoom out though and go to these higher time frames, we can see that another maybe higher time frame divergence is building. RSI has made a lower low versus the 11th of September, but price has to move substantially lower to match it or invalidate that divergence. That gives us kind of a gap in these time frames, maybe up to the hour. Maybe we're looking for an intraday reversal here. I'll try to figure out kind of where I'd be aiming with that. But then you got the 2 into, I don't know, 6, 8, 12 hour time frame saying, yeah, you're probably going to have to wait after you see that pop. Maybe that lines up with Wednesday really well. 8 hours, same thing. That RSI really relatively a violent sell-off versus what we've seen recently. 12 hour just getting there with that same low. Interesting. Interesting. Where are we going? By the way, new haircut. What up? What up, new haircut? The fade's back, boys. Okay, stop doing the fib tool. There we go. Man, I guess just like back to the hourly open. I'm not too strongly confident on this low time frame div. There we go. Seems like we're a little range bound here by the hours. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Dang. Who's selling? Stop selling. Stop being a paper-handed bitch. Just hold your corn, man. It's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's okay. All right, well, there's my little intro. We talked about Fed interest rates coming up, the FOMC on Wednesday that you're tuning into. A little higher time frame into lower time frame analysis. Maybe not my most conclusive work, but that's, I guess, just what happens. When you stream live for 5 years, you got days where you don't have a lot of really special alpha to share with the fam. If I had it, I would. I think this is kind of going to be inconsequential until Wednesday. Let's see how this fares out during the stream. Obviously, we want to see closes above 57.6 if you're just tuning in. We want to hold this fair value gap on the day. Bang. All right, I want to see what you guys are thinking. I can sit here and just kind of like process, let my brain cook in silence. But I don't think that's what we're going to do. We're going to see what you guys are feeling. So let me pull up the chat here. What I'm also going to do, I've been enjoying doing this live. I'm going to power up the short stream while we're live here. I'm going to hit this go live. This is what I talk about when I say we're going live. Give me a minute. Sometimes this will just do that forever. There we go. We're live on the short. We're live on the short. We're live on the long. And let me pull up these chats and see what the boys are up to today on Wednesday, on Monday. Oh, you know what? I did that, but this is private. So there we go. Now you might get notifications. Unless you're on a phone, I wouldn't recommend switching. But here we go. Pulling up the chat. Got them all up. Anybody ever say anything on the Twitter chat? Hold up. Nah. No one ever talks on Twitter. You do these live streams. Nobody ever says anything. That's okay. What's up, Grateful Imp? How you doing, man? You'll stop selling, so it's your fault. We all can identify Grateful Imp is the one keeping price down. What's up, Sin, over there? First one on the short stream. What up, my brother? Let's get some tunes. Let's get some tunes. Put something in the chat, though. I want to see what you guys are looking at. EDM sauce. Copyright-free records. EDM sauce. I like the name of that. Oh, they haven't posted anything in years. Oh, well. How's that? That's too loud? No, you can't even hear it. That's okay. I'll just keep it like this for now. What's up, Ride Capital, man? My long? Oh, I'll show you my trades, guys. I did get stopped out on one of the longs. I felt pretty good about them Friday. Showed you guys Friday. I think my long on WEX got stopped out. Let me see. I'll share that with you in a few. That music's not working. It's not working for me. No copyright. Let's see. No copyright dubstep. Wonder what shows up. Never searched that. Bunch of playlists. What's up with these playlists in my YouTube results? I never remember seeing playlists before in the search results. Now I'm getting them. Wonder why that's so quiet. It's weird. It's like, so for some reason the volume's all the way up, yet it's like real quiet for you guys. All right, good enough. I'll troubleshoot it later. We got some tunes. What's up, Ashish? How you doing, brother? Tony Rose Sauce, 50x leverage. You long or short, Tony? We got them tunes, Matthew. That's right. Shorting big time. You're big time shorting big time. What happened to big time? I remember everybody was talking about that. Like, it's like, what were all the memes at that same time? It's like big time and boom and whatever happened to them? Whatever happened to all the people that told me I didn't understand crypto because I didn't put all my money in shitcoins, meme shitcoins? I don't know. What's up, Gerthan over there on the short stream? Derek Merrill, Crypto Daddy, fresh cut. Got a bald spot. Is that just a light, or is that a gray spot, or am I going bald? I don't know. Fresh fade, fresh cut, feeling good. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the compliments. Making me blush. What's up, Christoph? Called out. Cino DB. Yo, Jennifer. Over there in the short stream. How you doing, Jennifer? What's up, Salim? They probably left the market, probably. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's a huge survivor bias in crypto. You'll hear people like, oh, you can't buy Bitcoin, you'll never get rich. Like all these kind of weird, like, mindsets that involve like increasing your risk so that you can get rich quick. I don't know. But the survivor bias is you hear these loud voices and maybe those people are up in that moment. Probably they're up in that moment unrealized. But the people who get wrecked just go away. They leave the space. They're embarrassed. Maybe their family's mad at them, right? Maybe their wife's about to divorce them. And so they just shut up and you don't hear those voices. That's why it might seem at times so off sides. In the sense of like, look, all these degens are so loud. What's going on? Well, it's because the ones who get wrecked aren't here. They're not here to give you their cautionary tales. Something not euphoric about losing all your money. Just stupid shit, right? It's stupid stuff that people warned you about. Something not euphoric, not chatty. You don't want to share it. I don't know. The Bitcoin realist, another dump day. So much for sleeping before sunrise. Man, you know, I'm not totally convinced this dump is over today, but it does seem to be chilling here. It seems to be at least slowing down. We might not see much volatility in the live stream. Turns out we go live here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. East every day, every week. It turns out it's a low volatility period. I feel like ever since the ETFs came out, this time slot has had like the lowest volatility. I guess New York is at lunch, right? I don't know. Black Swan tomorrow? Black Swan today! What's the Black Swan one with nature? Tell me. I need to know. Good morning from Hawaii. It's 𝐂𝐡. I like that guy. What's up, Beached? Raheel, looking fresh. Thank you. Can you please explain market analysis for the rate cut? We did go over it a little bit. We did go over kind of the expectations. That turned the music down. It's a little too high. Expectations at the beginning of the stream. We'll have timestamps, so go back and check it. Maybe the 2-cent take here is that markets are depending on rate cuts. When we hear 100% probability, however they come up with that, that means that they're depending on it. That the lack of a rate cut will be maybe a bigger deal than a rate cut that we've been waiting for years itself. That would be my take. Either way, it's going to be volatile. Either way, we'll be live here for it. You should join us. Stream's already scheduled, already set up. It's ready to go. Bald spot on the live. Yeah, maybe this is the way my hair. I think it might be like gray hair there. I think that's like a little clump of gray. I don't know. Enough about me. Short chat is the whale group. That might be true, Girthan. You're over there. 55.7, the next support for you. It's not a bad place to look. I think I can see your logic or see where you're grabbing that from. You got your 1 hour close down there at the swing low. I wonder what time frames that goes into. Nah. Honestly, if I were to take a long at 55.7, I would just do 55.5 flat. Because at that point, you're looking for a break of market structure, right? You're like looking for a little liquidity sweep and move. Yeah, it would be a lower low. It would be, like I said, a break in market structure, but I think you would be looking for a sweep. I don't see very often Bitcoin do something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe if there was a big close there, maybe if like the daily settled up right there at 55.7, something. But we got nothing. It's just a wick on almost every time frame. I really like the way this looks here. It's very simple. Wow. That 618 is right at that wick. That's uncomfortable. I'll put a line here. I really like how simple this is. There's not a lot on this chart. There's maybe more than there should be. Maybe more. Maybe it could be a little bit more cleaned up. There goes my fib again. But I like this. I think this really describes a lot of what is important right here, right now, at this point in time on the chart. I'm liking 55.5 the more I look at it, but I don't want that to hit, man. I'm telling you, I got this feeling. This has to hold. It can dump down during the day, whatever, but it needs to close up here. If we start closing down here, I think we just have another lower high and we're going for lower. I'm not at that, not there yet. But this is really how I see the chart. There doesn't look to be a lot of support. 55.5 is the only other spot until all the way down at our monthly low. God, wouldn't that be ugly, dude? September starts, hits a low, breaks green into a lower high, and then just goes lower. Oh, please no. Please don't do that to me. What's up, Prez? Looks like it reversed at the supply line too. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's get rid of some. I got all these fibs on here because I kept hiding it. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I don't think it's looking too bad. I'm saying I see low time frame, maybe reversal, or at least like just chilling out here. Maybe during the live stream, moving sideways a little bit. So far, so good. But to make the call of the next move, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious what you guys are looking at. Like I can see intraday with very little difficulty, just back to like 58.2, right? But I don't see stuff. I'm not seeing stuff that would make me super confident in really any level being tested above. We have some divergence on low time frames, and that's about it. There really is not much after that. I do see up here at 59.5. This is an untested support. Support was lost, lower high. Did not come back to test that liquidity. I could see that happening. I just don't have any real reason. I'm not really looking for it yet. I hope that changes in the live. Very small moves could impact this chart. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for watching, Girthan, my guy. Appreciate you. You have subscribed to you, but you still don't get notification when I come live. Please help me with your live time. 1 p.m. East. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What time is that UTC? Can't believe it's already been 40 minutes. Dude, time flies when you're streaming. So that would be 1700 hours UTC. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For those of you international. Huge liquid spike at 58.2. Let me pull that up, actually. I said I'd show you guys my live trades because they changed. One sec. My computer is lagging. Okay. Let me see. The long I opened on what, Thursday? Now underwater. Underwater and in danger of getting stopped out at a loss here. 57. I feel like maybe I want to move that a little bit lower to be like 69.9. No, I always do that. And I usually regret it. Now underwater, this was looking very, very good on Friday. The short unchanged, obviously, but that long is about to get stopped out. Probably be like a $100 loss. Won't be like a big deal. About to get stopped. I had more on WEX. I have to log in because I got logged out. I hate how often I get logged out of these exchanges. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, man. What sunglasses are these, MetaJoules? Honestly, I don't know. I've been wearing these for like 5 years on this stream, and they keep, the manufacturers that make them keep stop. I use word good today. They keep they keep discontinuing them. And so I've had to go from manufacturer to manufacturer. Originally, they were Blender's eyewear. Then they were Wear Me Pro. Now they're just some no-name thing. I don't know if I even have a box for them. Looks like my position got closed on WEX. Let's see why. Got stopped. Oh, got stopped out for that $6. Okay. On WEX, I've been trading on WEX as well. Links in the chat. If you use my link to sign up, you'll get in our exclusive trading group in Discord. Nothing. So far, I've taken 2 trades live on WEX. It was a render long. I lost 58 bucks, and that long got stopped out, I think, this morning that we had open on WEX for a $6 gain. Whoa. Whoa. Much excitement. Muchos excitement. How are they still saying that Melroy's destroys that thing? I put it on the filter. This guy only ever joins to say that. He's also said hello guys once. I don't know how he's pulling it off, dude. He's a hacker. He's a hacker. It's pronounced Weeks. Weeks? Oh, WEX is Weeks. Well, you know what? I pronounce it WEX. I pronounce things weird. It's a bot. I know. But I put the ticker on the filter list, so it shouldn't be able to spam it, even if it is a bot. Little green candle here on the 1 minute could be rolling over. That's changed significantly since we looked at it. There we go. 57.9. I think we just have to be on the 1 minute from now on, because it doesn't feel good. It's like the only time these green candles feel good is on the 1 minute. And as soon as I said something, it got shy. Lemon graphics. What's lemon graphic? Yeah, correcting me. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What are you guys looking at? How are you feeling about this? Hello, Tom. How are you, bro? I'm doing good, Anton. How are you, brother? 1.1 clicked by Satoshi market sell. I don't think so. For Satoshi to sell, he would have to consolidate his coins across dozens of wallets and send them to exchange. 0% chance that could ever happen before people would notice. We'd already have heard of it by now. We'd have seen the Satoshi moved his coins, Bitcoin's dead, it's over posts. 15 minutes here on the hour. So far, so good in our low time frame analysis. Didn't see anything good, but I saw a little bit of upside here. Moving back to the previous hour open, potentially looking for that tiny little reversal today, intraday. I'll take it. 15 minute, what are you doing here? Starting to shape up. Maybe I jinxed it. Maybe I jinxed the bears here. I was like, there's nothing good going on. Do better, 30 minute. Do better. Low green. Still within the range, basically. Just slightly above. We'll see. Not going to get excited yet. How you doing, Zoltan? Good to see you, man. Complete bubble. 10 MH12 decks. What a jokester. What a clown. I love when people join streams. It's like a Bitcoin stream and they're like, Bitcoin's stupid. You guys are stupid. And like yelling at an audience of like 1,000 people. Like, you're stupid. I'm smart. All right, random guy. Where's Gina? Gina will join us on Wednesday. Thank you for asking, Marius. I think she's been doing well. Asian Gina also doing well. Check the 1 minute. We were on the 1 minute. All right, little continuation. What's up, Anon Sloris? Big pump on the 1 minute. That's what I said. Let's just be 1 minute chart watchers. Because that's the only spice that seems to be. Is on the freaking 1 minute, man. Is what it is. Ah, more spam. Okay, Mel, this is going on the filter as well. MELL. You guys, you're losing your privileges. You're losing your privileges here. You have to take words away from you. Hold up. Hold it up. Bot attack? Yeah, dude. I'm adding it to the filter. We shall never discuss said coin because now it is on the filter list. Goodbye. Here for Asian Gina. You better be back Wednesday, Ty Fox. Make crypto great again, Recto? Bro, please do. At this point, like, please do. Zoom out. Someone was just like, zoom in. And then someone's like, zoom out. What am I? What do I look like? A Zoom bot? You know, one thing that kind of bothers me here. So don't read completely into this. But something that does bother me, and I have noticed here since I placed this, is the swing low at 55.5 we were just talking about. 2 Fridays high. Breaking 55.5, that 1618 extension is the exact September 6th low within, I don't know, fraction of a percent. I don't like that. It doesn't make me comfortable. I am happy we're up here, not down there. All right, hour showing a little strength into this close. Let's go. Shaping up. Shaping up here. I may have gotten too bearish too soon. Le gasp. Big CME gap. I don't think I've updated the CME gap. Did we open with one? That'll be interesting to look at. Let's look at CME gaps here. It's always a good topic on Monday. No gap. No gap today. This is not the chart I thought it was. What the hell? Oh, it somehow got turned into an Ondo chart. Son of a bitch. That Ondo trade was doing good. Now it's struggling. Let's see if I can get our gaps back. Let me get the gaps back. BTC 1. No. BTC 1 exclamation point. There we go. There we go. We got our gaps back. We do have a gap below us. We talked about it last week. 53 to 54.5. Right down here. We don't have any gap from this weekend. Friday closed at 59.9. We opened at 59.9, which is odd. Doesn't always happen or even usually happen. Now we've traded all the way back down. Interesting. CME bearish engulf on Friday right now. Bearish engulf meaning, yeah. Okay, so are we on spot? Fair enough. Fair enough. That's what I was checking. I was like, wait, are these different? They shouldn't be. No new gap. Sure, save and close. Did I just really do that? That's the one I meant to close. All right. All right, charts. Okay, bear with me. We're here. There we go. We do have a gap above us as well. Looks like it's somehow changed a little bit. 62K down to 61.5. I wonder, I do question at times, someone who watched this chart so religiously, I do wonder if sometimes these charts change. Like, maybe I accidentally bumped that line or something, but like, I don't know, man. That looks like it changed. Either way, 62 to 61.5 above us, 64.5 to 63.7 below us. And those are the outstanding close gaps. To my knowledge, there are no other gaps, right? Filled, no gap. Filled, filled, filled. That's it. These are the closest to price. Yes, there are gaps below us, but a lot of those gaps are, we'll call them legacy gaps. maybe never to be filled. Some of them. I don't think 9,600 will ever be filled. I think this is a crazy thing to be looking for. Sometimes crazy works though. 1 minute. What's good here? RSI nice and high now. Money flow green. 5 minute rolling over. All right, maybe we can start looking for that upside target. I said I'm not really sure where I would take it. If you're looking for a low bounce, maybe it's 58. Maybe it's 58.5. Hold up. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. 58.4, 58.5. Measured move. Not a lot in the way of that move. Really, where we fell from on the hour, I'm actually going to stick it right here. 8 minutes to go. All right. 8 minutes to go in this hour. We did this on Friday. Man, we did this on Friday. We were watching the hourly close, looking for this exact setup, though. This one is at a swing low. The other was at a swing high. Basically, counting down the minutes on the hourly close, saying, we're about to close bullish engulf. And in the last, 3 minutes, the whole hour sold off and turned red. Hopefully, that's not what we're looking at again here. Hopefully. VWAP's flipping over, though. That hourly bull div may be starting to play out. Hold up. We broke high. Be like back test if we get the bullish engulf close. It's like back test 57.8. That's going to bring us right back to that hourly order block. It'd be a clean way to climb, though Bitcoin might have other plans here. Yeah, a little spicy. Every time I look away, it starts kind of moving. Maybe I should look away. Provided we get a strong close in 7 minutes, I can see a back test of 57.8. Then probably going to target up here at that 1618 extension. Very, very zoomed in, or as high as the 2 measured move. Could look like this. I'm going to come back to the corn. The corn apparently doesn't like me watching it. So what are you guys looking at? Favorite indicator while trading? Well, 𝐂𝐴LGO is my favorite indicator company. They have hundreds of free indicators on trading. We should check them out. They're also a sponsor. You can use my link, get a free trial there. I can talk more about that. Let me get through some of these comments. Money Miles 58.5 short. Actually, I did not see that message, Miles. Wait, I don't think you're wrong. If this plays out this way, yeah, I think that's a strong short. Mitch Ray speaks highly of me. I speak highly of Mitch Ray as well. Mitch Ray, a good old friend of mine, fellow YouTuber. I remember back in the day, it was just like him and me on YouTube streaming this kind of stuff. There were virtually no one else. Now we got a lot of other great content creators. Shout out to them. But man, me and him were OGing it back in 2019. Maybe ranging until FOMC says higher vision. That's kind of my hunch here. My hunch is that almost regardless of what we see between now and Wednesday, it will be kind of inconsequential price action. Damn, this hourly doing the opposite of Friday. Maybe that's good. Still climbing into the close. We'll see. I don't want to jinx it. 5 minutes. I'm going to look away. What other stuff should we look at today, guys? Boss, do I use leverages? I do sometimes. I do, especially for content for the stream. But in reality, fam, trading spot, you can just trade spot. Risk is much lower. It's much easier. There's no liquidation. Leverage is not necessary, especially in crypto. It is not necessary. It is not fundamental to succeeding or being a good trader. Learn to trade spot first. That's my honest advice for anyone looking to trade. See other time frame, maybe gap pending. So the issue with CME gaps and other time frames is we can always zoom in, even on even on Coinbase right now, we can zoom in and find gaps on the 1 second. Where do we draw the line, right? Because we could go lower than 1 second and find gaps anywhere. So I only consider a CME gap a CME gap. Oh, let's go, boys. Let's go. The timing's so good. I only consider a CME gap a CME gap if it is on the daily time frame. Because if you don't have a cutoff, and I'll admit daily it's kind of arbitrary, but it does make sense. If you don't have a cutoff, you just have infinite gaps. And once you have infinite data is equally bad to not enough data. They're both non-working. They're both like a status where you're not getting value. Infinite data is not helpful. So sometimes you do have to kind of arbitrarily cut down on data. Use different time frames or have cutoffs like that. I'm sure there are gaps on like lower time frames on CME, but I don't consider them valid. And that's certainly something I've just decided, but it is, I'll say, common. It's a common cutoff for CME gaps. Never heard that perspective. Interesting way to view gaps. Really, Dexter? Well, I mean, think about it. What I just said. I mean, you said interesting, so I think you saw some value. But if you don't have a cutoff, there's gaps everywhere. And then what's the value of them? The answer is there isn't. There isn't any value if they're everywhere. It's like price is going to go fill the CME gap at every value. Yep, probably, yeah. Can Brett reach 20 to 30 billion market cap, Darshan? I don't know, man. Can it? You tell me. You know more about Brett than I do. I think it's an odd way to approach investing is to be like waiting for, I don't know, thinking it's going to hit a certain market cap. Like, You like my glasses? Thank you, Lionheart. I like your comment. Thanks for being here, man. Sin says double tap that screen if you could. Could you? Bitcoin's pumping a little bit here. Despite, I'll admit, I was going to get that pump here. It's pumping me wrong, baby. Hit that like button to keep Bitcoin going. Did you know in real time right now, the more you hit the like, the more this will turn green? I might have made that up. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've ever lied to you guys. But if you could keep smashing them likes, tapping the screen, subscribe. Let me see. I missed a subscriber right now in real time. What is up, my guy? Oasis Agricultural Multi-Biz Concept. Very busy man right there. Very busy man. You can tell by his name. I also missed DTYHDC. I don't know how to pronounce that. Arun Jagdale. Hinadito HK, a name in a language that I do not know. So I'm not going to try to pronounce. Rahul Yadav. MD Sarfraz. YVL. We got a lot of subscribers today. This counter's been doing work, boys. Good job. Keep clicking it. The more you click subscribe, the more this will continue counting. And that is true. That does do that. Divine Paul. We got Andre Van Wyck. We got all the boys. Join us. Join us, fam. We've got 200 viewers on the short stream, by the way. And 700 on the long. That's pretty good numbers. What's up, Robert Nitz? Let's earn and learn. Learn and earn with Tom Crown. Get learned, not burnt. That was our motto for a long time. Maybe we'll bring it back. Me like you long time, Alchemist. You're the man. Am I going to short? Should I short? Let's put up a poll. Start a poll. Can't start a poll. Oh, there is a poll. That's why. Do you trust CME gaps? That's a good question. Do you trust CME gaps? On the mainstream, we got 236 votes. Not that many. We'll get more. Pretty split. High 20s in all decisions. Pretty split. I'll tell you my take when the poll's done. Good evening, Braulio, Taravez, Bombo. How you doing, bro? What's up, Mr. Say Less? Armin, Huabi. Gaps don't exist. That's not real. Says 𝐿𝐿𝐷. BTC is completely unpredictable. You will find what you look for, even if it is unpredictable. Man's not spouting nonsense. He's got some points there. Charts, what is it called? What is there's like a condition that we have as humans, where we seek meaning even in things that don't have meaning, right? There's truth there, man. Definitely there's truth there. A lot of analysis could be just thrown to that. Like, our brains are very good at perceiving meaning, and so good at it actually that we can perceive meaning even when it's not there. But does that mean that all technical analysis and all trading is that? And I would say no. Certainly there is lots of it that is. But I think people have the wrong concept of trading a lot of the time. When people talk about trading, especially when they're new, they have the wrong kind of idea about trading. They think trading is like a sports game. A sports game, I sound weird. It's like playing a sport, right? Professor Beans, right? Where if you just play enough games, right, you'll get to the point where like you're Messi. You just win every game. You're Jordan. You're Steph Curry. It's not really how trading goes. It's not really the aim of trading. It's not really, I think, a healthy place to be looking for trading. To be successful at trading, you really only have to do one thing. And it's a really simple thing. That one thing is that you have to be able to predict outcomes better than just flipping a coin. That's it. Because realistically, you could trade flipping a coin. You just flip a coin, yes, no, up, down. Take a 1-1 risk to reward, and you probably still end up trading better than most people. So when people start, they think you can get to a point where you always know what's next. And the answer is you never know what's next. You just have to be able to identify higher probability or slight edges. Even if those edges are very small, like 1%, you're like, I'm 1% more confident that this will go up than down. That is good trading. That's profitability right there. Obviously, you have to create the trade around it. Won't get into the whole thing, but that's it. Can you beat a coin flip? And people can. Not everyone. It's not easy. It's not like common, I'd even say. But that's it. I don't know where I started from that. I was ranting. Streaming the rate decision on Wednesday again. Paul Carmen, you know it, baby. You know it. Wouldn't miss it for the world. We'll be here. Wednesday, 1 p.m. East. Chirpow, Gina, Asian Gina, maybe Tom Powell. Maybe Tom Powell. Maybe. It's a pretty big FOMC. It's the biggest one ever. Probably. If you pull up the channel page, you'll see the main stream with like 700 viewing, 200 viewing on that short stream. Shout out to you short stream viewers. But then below that, wait, what? This is confusing when I'm live. Below that, you will see the biggest FOMC in history. Jerome Powell speaks right here. I want you to turn that notification on. If you haven't clicked it yet, it'll say notify me. I want you to click that. Then I want you to put it in your calendar because you don't want to miss it. You've shown up year over year over year to these. We were the first people doing them. You've shown up. We've had some spicy times like in 2020. And we had a lot of really boring times with these where for months and months and months, nothing happened. Guaranteed something happens Wednesday at this FOMC. Guaranteed. It's the only thing I can guarantee. The outcome will have meaning. It will be the first FOMC in months where nothing burger is not on the menu. That's right. Check out BIIIB. They say it's gonna blow. BIIB. Is that one of those? I feel like that's one of the kind of like ETF-ish tickers. Let me see something. What is that? I was just looking at a ticker, the inverse Bitcoin contracts or whatever. I thought that was what this is. BIIIT. BIIB. That's why. Bib. Interesting. That's not what I'm looking for. Interesting though, the first thing that popped up was like short volume. And what I was thinking of was also like a short ETF where just the chart upside down. Actually, I want to find that and show you guys. Hold up. You have like 30 seconds while I look for this. Make sure you smash the like, subscribes, notifications on. It's not Biddy. It's not Biddy. What is it? Who knows the ticker? What is the inverse Bitcoin ETF? Check out Turbo. We can look at Turbo then. I haven't looked at Turbo in a while. If you can lose 10 trades and win one, and the one makes up for the 10, you're successful. That's exactly true. What you're talking about there is win rate and its relationship to risk to reward ratio. And you're spot on. Winning 50% of the trades is not important. Maybe that's kind of the takeaway you got from what I was just ranting about. I don't know where this is. Maybe I'll have to wait for another time. I have to wait for another time. But yeah, that takeaway, I can understand why people might have it, but that isn't what I was saying. You're totally right. New traders also don't understand the relationship of risk to reward to win rate. They think like the higher the win rate, the more profitable you are in trading. And in a way, that's true. In a way. But it doesn't work like that. Without respect to a risk to reward, win rate's kind of meaningless. In a bubble, it's meaningless. Maybe I'll do something goofy for you right here. How many of these do I have open? I don't know why this one's called based Pepe. I must have nuked my base Pepe chart. All right, here. Let me do a little. This like won't be a long rant. Let me do this because this is cool. So people probably out there hearing my voice in real time, maybe in the future. Make sure to remember in the future. Saying, what do you mean win rate doesn't matter? What do you mean? Yeah, I will say it. Win rate doesn't matter. Oh, in general, it just doesn't matter. Here's why. So I will make a long here, right? And I'll show you how you can win every single trade ever. Really. Ready? I'll just put a long position here at price. Watch. My take profit, let's say take profit 59.2, right? 2% upside. Right now I have a 0.2 to 1 risk to reward. Watch this. If I took every trade like this, right? Follow me here. If I took every trade like this, okay? My stop loss now under 0. We're going to make it negative stop loss. Bitcoin has to trade to negative $13, right? Then I'll get stopped out. Then I'll lose the trade. It only has to move up. We can even make this tinier, right? We can make it like a few bucks. Now, Bitcoin move up, I don't know, 10 bucks. This trade wins, right? If you did this trade a bajillion times, really, are you ever going to lose? The answer is eventually you would, statistically. But this is the concept. If you're only winning $1 when you win a trade, but you're losing, say, $1,000 when you lose a trade, you should have damn well near 100% win rate. But even then, like it isn't, even then, you're really just waiting for that one loss. And so this concept that I'm getting a little mixed up on can extend out of like, the more you lose per trade and the less you win, right? The higher your win percent has to be. In reverse, that's true. You typically see me take trades with a higher risk to reward, meaning one win usually makes up for a bunch of losses. So the percentage that you need to win always is in relationship to the risk to reward. And it is never important by itself. If someone says they have a 100% win rate, they're doing this. They're doing this thing, right? They're making trades where they probably lose everything if they lose a trade, but they're going to keep winning this trade for the most part. Eventually, I mean, Bitcoin, I never traded negative numbers, but this is also kind of a gibberish scenario, right? You can tell this is like a little satire, but it's this concept. If anyone ever tells you they have a 100% win rate, they're gaming it by taking extremely low risk to reward. And the reason they're doing that is because they're either misinformed, don't really know what they're doing, or they're trying to trick you and new traders into following them, paying them, giving them money, joining their courses, paying for whatever, right? I did not mean to go that long on it, but here we are. Stats. I know I butchered that a little bit too. I've done that much cleaner in the past. We'll do it. Is this live? 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 𝐎𝐵𝐺. Man, these names are harder and harder every day. Is this live? Nah. Bro, you are very absolutely man. Thank you, official Shizen. I am very absolutely man. Appreciate you. What's up, Don Trades? Trading hours not closed. Isn't it a bad time to trade now? What? Are you suggesting it's a better time to trade when markets are closed? Or the other way around? I don't really understand. Because markets are open right now. All US markets are open right now for another like 2 hours. Lose 99% of the time, that 1% makes it all back plus more. That can be done. It's kind of the other guy. You keep getting me on this, but I like it. I like this topic. That's basically doing the opposite. Like, I mean, I know you're being a kind of as well exaggerating there, but that same concept is true, where basically you're just doing the opposite. What you're losing per trade is very tiny, and what you gain when you win is very large. So you might lose this trade. Let's say you lose this exact setup 20 times, right? Yeah, you lose this 20 times. So 20 times you got minus 2%. But 1 out of the 20 times, your take profit hit. Because this is a 95 to 1, you would still be profitable. In fact, you would have to lose this exact setup, I want to say 95 times. Maybe my brain's a little fried right now. A large amount of times. This is the whole concept of trading. That's what I was saying, coin flip. It's kind of like what I was ranting on about, getting on tangents. This is it. What is your risk to reward? What is this little ratio that pops up when you set this? That multiplied by your win rate tells you if your win rate is good enough or if you're profitable. If you don't understand that concept, definitely stay away from leverage trading for a little bit, for a little bit, till you understand what's happening here. If you don't have a good grasp on that period, trading is not, you're just not ready yet. And sadly, a lot of traders do jump into trading without really understanding that. Use FinViz. I don't know what that is, man. What's the best stock to invest in, says James Wilson. That's a very good question. Honestly, you know what? Here, I'll segue. I've had lots of opinions on Tesla and Elon Musk over the years here. Used to be a super big fan. Now, meh. Seems like the man himself and his products are slipping a little bit. But here you go, Tesla. I can't give you financial advice. I cannot tell you to buy or sell or whatever. You need to make those decisions for yourself. Even if I legally could, right? I still wouldn't, because those decisions need to be made by you. You're the only one impacted by them. Your wins are yours, your losses are yours. That being said, I actually really like Tesla right now. Really like Tesla. Last week, we were talking about this chart. And at some point, I remember saying, man, nailed the top, send this to Valhalla, it's over. That doesn't seem to be the case here. On Friday, look at this wicked minus almost 10% candle on Tesla. But look at what happened. I'll call that a double bottom. Maybe a slightly higher low. I think double bottom here is enough. Lows held. Look where you're at. 232, bro. 232. Higher lows all the way from 178, basically, from previous support. But here's the kicker for me. This line right here, kind of weird color. Maybe I'll make it a little brighter so you can see it. There you go. Right here. This is Tesla's 200 week moving average. 200 week, not day. Week. It traded above it. It lost it. But even zoom out again. Zoom out again. Retook it. Lost it. Another higher low. Now another higher low. Back up to not only, there's so much confluence here, man. Not only your 618 retracement here of the move above 200. Not only at the 200. Where else was I? Only 200, moving hour, 618. I don't know. Whatever. I lost my train of thought. But you're also hammering that weekly 200, dude. One test rejection. This one didn't quite make it, but it's still eating away some of that selling pressure up here. Tested it again last week. Tested it again the week before and last week. The more you test it, actually, Jordan, Ace the Kid TA on the Twitter Spaces in the morning I go to, had a good way of putting this, and I liked it. It's like the more you tap on glass, the more likely it is to break. It's the same with support. It's the same with resistance. You are tapping over and over and over again at this 200 week. Your lows are coming up. I think Tesla retakes its 200 week, even though I'm not a huge fan of Tesla, the company, anymore. Doesn't matter. Charts are charts. Retake the 200 week, right? And here's what I think happens. Maybe this week, maybe it's next month, who knows? You retake it, you come back, you test that 200 week as support, and you move to 271, where it gets real crazy. is this chart looks very, very good past 300, I think. 300 was last year's high. I think that could be tested again this year, provided we see 271 break. And once you get beyond this little zone of 271 to 300, like right here, once you get beyond that, you're kind of looking back at the all-time highs. This could, of course, it's stocks. This could happen over the course of a year, 2 years. Could happen in a month. Who knows? But I do kind of like this. I am kind of vibing with it. A trade here is going to be hard because I think you're looking for a long. The problem is you're at resistance. We never recommend taking longs at resistance or shorts at support, though sometimes they work out. I just think that you're playing against the probabilistic edge of just basic analysis of support resistance. I like this. I think Tesla might be the one I'm keeping my eye on. Long story short, I probably should have talked about like what invalidates it, right? Oh well, moving on. I haven't looked at Nvidia for a little bit here. Nvidia tagging the 786, tagging the 618. Let's see where we're at now. We've got another swing. And in fact, it looks like we got another swing coming up here. 210. How do you guys feel about Nvidia? I don't really love this. Lower high, higher low. This looks like it's flagging, although maybe that'll just paint like a big higher time frame bull flag. I was very bullish on it before, and then it just kind of started getting lazy, it felt. Let's see. Let me update it. We do mostly crypto here, but probably my better analysis is stocks. I just don't care about them. I don't care about stocks. There we go. Maybe it'll paint some kind of big flag here. Clean spark stock. What's that, JC? Prime for a huge move. I would agree. I think Nvidia and Tesla, either way, are prime for a big move. Faux show. Like, for instance, though I see lots of bullishness here on Tesla, if it rejects from the 200, that'll be confirmed on a move below August low, maybe even of September's low, right? Then you're going right back down. It won't look like this. Probably look something like this, right? But you're right there, and you're knocking on that door. You're knocking on that glass. And if you knock enough, I think you move through. I think you continue. These oscillators look way better than Bitcoin. Is what it is. Let's check back in on our analyses. Where's the chart? I got too many charts, bro. Too many charts. Music stopped. Here we go. Well, we called the retracement. It definitely went lower than I wanted it to. Boo. All right. I was looking for a close, a back test of the hourly order block that we just painted. That happened in the first 19 minutes of this new hour candle. However, traded below that order block. So with 41 minutes, I want to see price slowly move back up 57.8. I want to see it retake that. I want this to be a wick. I want it to be a higher low. And I want to see price back to 58.1. That's what I want. This is what we were looking for. Overshot it a little bit here. Best of electronic dance. All right, that'll do. That would have been a 0.5 retrace too. Man, are we getting skunked? Is this actually going to sell off? It's a little more retracing than I wanted to do. These 30 minutes are right back. Let's see if we get a bounce right there. No turbo? All right, we'll look at turbo for you, man. Solana? Sure. Well done, bro. Thank you, sir. I try my best. First time on the mobile stream. Let's go, Moho. Let's go. How is that slender, thin, tall version? Pretty good. Please try India options once. Zestify. I'm not sure how I would do that. I'm not in India. We do have a lot of Indian viewers. Shout out to all of our Indian viewers. Shout out to our boy God in the chat. I don't know if he's here. He's probably sleeping. Tesla's scary. It is. I totally agree with you, Mr. Saylast. Yeah, totally agree with you. Individual stocks scare you? Same. I don't own any stocks. Don't tell anyone. I don't own any. You're going to close your longs. You're going to close your longs if this Yeah, you want to sleep? Bitcoin realist. You want to sleep? Dude, bro, close your lungs, go to sleep. The worst thing you can do is keep yourself up for a trade, man. It is better to go to bed, wake up, and try to get back in a position than it is to just not sleep, because you're just hurting yourself. You're just making it so you're like more likely to lose that trade. I know it feels like you're more likely to win because you're staying up watching it. Not my experience, man. Not my experience. Bitcoin price doing the ball going to the bottom of the pool thing is doing something. Let's look at some alts. Our boy wanted to look at Turbo. I haven't looked at Turbo in a bit. Let me real quick just throw alerts on here. I want to know if Bitcoin trades low. Okay. Turbo. Man, we had some good calls in Turbo. And the whole market turned. Weekly. Interesting. Didn't plan on even looking at this, but interesting first look here. Look at this. 20 weekly. Finding support on Turbo. December of last year. Almost in February of this year. Almost. It was near miss. Finding support again in April into April again. On that 20 weekly. Popped up. Started to sell off. Lower high, lower low. Started a downtrend. Look at this. August. The end of August weekly close. Boom. Right to that 20. It's been moving up since. Maybe approaching a higher high here. This is going to be a critical level for Turbo. 005. Of course it is. Of course it's going to be. I mean, of course it is. Kind of interesting. Money flow in the week just started to have data and it is trending up. Along with a little green pinch here. Strong close on this week for Turbo. I'm going to put this down here. Actually could be very spicy. Very spicy. Let's go to the day. Oh, the Turbo trade is still going. Wow, I can't believe that hasn't gotten stopped yet. Wow, how is this not stopped yet? That's bonkers. Oh well, it is what it is. One thing I don't love, of course, that you probably are looking at with me in real time is I don't like all these tests of this support. Lower highs, support being tested, starts to look like a flat bottom descending low pattern. Not my favorite to see. Daily candle, very nice though. 25% up today. Let's see what's going on with our indicators. Money flow in the green, momentum making higher highs. RSI popping up here. Definitely in danger of some bear div. Let's see where. In danger. But maybe it'll be all right. Moving average, damn, above your 200, above your 100. I'd like to see Turbo close above 0044 today. Retake that 100 day. And I think you start to see strength. That would be coupled or stronger coupled with a test of 005. I think there's likely to be sellers there. But a nice touch of 005, then close somewhere above 0044. I think that actually looks pretty good. The long trade is still somehow open. Take profit probably too high at this point. This trade originally was placed back, I want to say in June, when we called pretty much damn near the new all-time high top. We were looking for a quick trade, a quick move. Remember, the whole market was really violently trending to the upside. We were looking for continuation. That did not happen. So that is wrong. And maybe that upside target is a little too high for us now. Let's use our fib tool, see if it lines up with anything. Connect our all-time high to our range low here in August. And we still have roughly the same levels. Maybe those are not too far off. Instead of looking for that 5 cents, maybe I'd be targeting somewhere between 2 and 3.2 cents. Our 1618 and our 2 measured move up here. The thing that stands out for me is that 005 level. 005. This was your August high. You're approaching it again. Break it, and you have a higher high off of a higher low, and you're starting an uptrend, right? That would be good. Reject from it. You got it. You still got it. But a lower high here and a return down is what starts to make this look terrible. Do not want to see Turbo down here in the 003s again. I'm going to put an alert. There's your Turbo. Turbo, I think my ex-girlfriend had a toothbrush called Turbo. She was probably bullish on that toothbrush, my friend Mark. My friend, Mr. Dutch. FTM asks Nirsch. FTM. Learn how to properly manage risk to reward. Absolutely. That is the core. You guys see me leverage trading on here. Doesn't mean you have to. And it certainly doesn't mean that you should do it if you aren't fully aware of the risks and what you're doing. Be careful. But if you are going to trade on leverage, use my links. Help support the stream. Sign up with any of the links in the video description below. Join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown, and you'll get exclusive access to our VIP trading group. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. It's a good deal. What's up, Elusive Eli? Do I think Bitcoin will go up in the next hour? Let me see. The next hour, meaning from right now, 2:30 to 3:30? Yes. Yeah, I think so. From this point? Yeah, I think so. Hard call, though. Resistance, sellers. Slowed down. Momentum reversed. Higher high. Potentially looking at a higher low here. Very, very zoomed in, right? Low. Lower high. Lower low. Higher high. Looking for that higher low here. Looking for it. Thoughts on ORCA token Bitcoin rules? Could probably take a look at that for you. People over on the short stream are asking about that toothbrush. MetaJoules, wait. This toothbrush was electric. And that's why she was bullish. You got it, brother. You got it. I actually want to look at FTM. I know that it has been moving over the last few, I want to say days, weeks. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. Cutting tea. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. FTM still didn't fill us at 35 too. Looking for a test of 41 cents up to 56.8. Haven't gotten it yet. We did see 41, overshot it, barely didn't fill us. Back up to highs. I don't hate the way this looks. Let me zoom out though. So close. So close. Order block tested. Seeing some bounce. I'm still looking for 56 cents here. From a larger time frame, 56 cents just feels right. Nice doji close. Back to your weekly resistance. Higher high, yeah. FTM is looking pretty good. At least so far in the monthly and weekly. Break 56.8 and it could find yourself back at that 80 cent mark. Although probably gonna run into something here. On the week, with nothing else on the chart, you guys can see this, right? A little inverse head and shoulders. Neckline sitting right about here, 52 cents, maybe 54 cents. Want to see a break? This is the bullish path, I think. Bullish path for FTM. A break, let's say 70. Back down to the neckline here. It's like 50, between 50 and 56. And move higher. Hit that 80. Then you got yourself a big old dong. Big old inverse head and shoulders. I like that. Really undecided daily though. 200 day up at 64. Okay. I like it. I like this chart. I think it's bullish. I really hate placing a long higher. I really think this is the fill. I almost don't want to place anything because part of me thinks it might still hit that 35.2 at some point. You might not see this play out so perfect. If you're impatient though, like many of you are, maybe you look for 41.5. Maybe you look for a test here. Higher low again, right at your 618. Yup, of course it is. 618 magic. With paper crowns. Maybe look for this. Maybe look for that. What do you think? I can see it. I like it. Got my alerts set. I should set one at 35. There we go. Alert set. I like it. Right top of the bands. Bands are nice and tight. Missed the bottom of the band. All right. I like the price action being up at the top of the band while the bands are so constricted. Constricted band showing us volatility is implied coming. Top of the band showing us buyers are leaning towards that upside. Let's look from our all-time high. Right up here. Right about up here. 56.8 cents, I think, is just so high confidence that price is moving there. Such high confidence. Bitcoin price not moving. Nice little sell-off while we were live. Nice little pump. Nice little sell-off. At a higher low currently. Bull div on extremely low time frames. Only the 1 minute. It's not there in the rest. They took a shit at Reagan. I don't know what you're talking about, Christopher, but I bet they did. WIF. Crypto Mining Hub wants to look at WIF. We'll look at ORCA because someone asked for ORCA a bit ago. I guess I don't have a chart. No chart. Not a problem. I like opening new charts. New charts, new starts. That's the motto every day. New start. ORCA. ORCA. Zoom out. This is a weird ass chart, dude. Why you bring this weird chart to me? Just playing with you, Bitcoin mining. Weird. A weird chart. I don't know. It just doesn't quite look like what I'm used to seeing on these. Let's mark out some levels here on the month. Just mark out your highest closes. Your highest closes up. Mark out your lowest closes down. There you go. Easy peas. Get a little closer to price action. Look for major levels that are being respected on that high time frame. 255. And 187, though it is technically losing it right now, you can see could be lining up for another higher low. Let's zoom in. Let's throw our fibs on after we zoom in. Go down to the week. This chart is just like spotty. Doesn't look like there's much volume. Kind of weird sideways candles. Higher low on the 5th. Ooh, man, it's close to disaster, but not disastrous yet. Swing low to swing high, higher low, lower high. Maybe higher low again here, but that is really assuming a lot. It is really assumptions. Really assumptions, whatever that means. I'm not really even trying with words today. We're just going with vibes. 618 touch that. Don't hate it. 130. See strong support. Just under $1. Dollar is always a good target. I don't know how to feel about this. It's starting to look like a diamond, so maybe we are going to see a little bit of reversal, move to the upside. Rest of the market likely going to have to be moving with. It doesn't look pretty. Yeah, I don't know, Chad. What do you think? How do you feel about this chart? I don't love it. What's weird is it had a high in December, and then even in March, April, it was selling off into the rest of the market pumping. Kind of odd. There is strong support, though. I'm going to be more hands-off about this one. I'm just going to play it this way. Remember, this is not financial advice. Please don't blindly copy my trades. You will almost certainly lose money. I'm just showing you how I might approach a trade. I myself, not really interested in trading this, whatever this is, ORCA. I don't really love the chart. I don't even know what's going on over here. Apparently the scales are taking up the whole chart for reasons no one's really sure of. Where is this here? Boom. Okay, that fixed it. I can see like a long from $1. Stop loss likely set maybe just under 75 cents, 74 cents, something like that. To be more exact, maybe you look for that 93. I think that actually lines up better, gives you a better risk to reward. I'm going to pull a fib from this high down to $1, even though it hasn't hit it yet. 350, that'd be a big trade. I don't know. I guess that's how I'm gonna do it. Patience. Patience. I'm gonna move on. I will put an alert down here to $1.30. And an alert up here, 325. That's a big range. And we'll check back in on you someday, ORCA. Good luck, have fun. Ooh, I missed a little pop here. A little poppy. 1 minute candle brought us up and wicked right back down to where it started. Seeing some bearish selling pressure in there. I don't like that the area I was looking for it to bounce from, maybe now acting as resistance here. We've got 23 minutes on this hourly candle. Pray to the Spice Lords. Seeing green candles, they just keep getting sold back down with these top wicks. Good luck, have fun, GGWP. Don't pull out your fib in public, that is good advice. What's up, Alex Kopitz? What's Oracle? Oracle? Is XRP good to buy with leverage? Well, if you want to be paying fees on that forever, my friend. Zulu. Clever Custom Performance. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Who all is over there on that short stream? Arjun Gupta, Alex, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 Crypto Mining Hub, Zulu. On the main stream, we got a lot more people here. Eamon, Benzo, Enzo, MK2, Bitcoin Rules, Blazinga S, Christopher Abbott, Crypto Pollo. Say hello in the chat so I can shout you out. Dave Kane, Eker Goosen, JC, Mark Dutch, Matthew Schmid. What's up, Mike Vollmer? Good to see you, brother. Good to have you here. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Tambourine Man. I butchered that. What's up, Josh? I need my BTC. Nicholas Cespedes, Patrick Power, Prez, RS Miller, Rafael, Zajic, Skate Hero, Pickle, Wick, Monkey. What's good? What's a good book to get started? I think Trading in the Zone is really highly recommended. Come on, Corn. Come on, baby Corn, get up there. What website do I use to trade? 𝐢𝐕𝐆𝐍. I got a bunch of them. I use Coinbase, I use FEMX, I use BingX, I use WeX, the list goes on. If you join the mainstream, you'll be able to see all the links. If you sign up with any of my links, by the way, exchanges or not, you'll get into our exclusive trading group. Trading in the Zone is great, and there are free audiobooks on YouTube. There you go. From Prez himself. Laws of Human Nature is a fantastic book, says Sean. I haven't read that. Any more recommendations? You just got liquidated, crypto independent. How? How did you just get liquidated, bro? And this? What leverage were you using, dude? What leverage? Because you had to have opened it here. This hasn't even been a 0.5% move. You're using like 200x, bro. Be careful. Can I compare Solana with Corn? Solana Corn. We can look at Solana. Let me pull up Litecoin for a sec. How you doing, Litecoin? Litecoin. Why must you play with my heart, Litecoin? Why, we could just be happy. We could be on a beach somewhere together, Litecoin, but no. But no. Alright, Solana to the Corn. Corn Lana. Dude, Solana's starting to act like XRP, dude. Just sideways forever. My lord. My lord. Let's look at the Bitcoin pair. Yeah, maybe worth mentioning. Especially with Ethereum looking so weak. Solana against ETH. Still looking to break out. All-time high last month in August. Wait a minute. Yeah. All-time high in August, September, green candle. I think Solana is going to look to move to the half the market cap of Ethereum. That could mean Ethereum market cap moves down, Solana doesn't move, or Solana moves up. Some combination. Wow, that's not looking great. However, that's not Bitcoin. It's not Solana BTC. Solana BTC. Damn. This does not look good right here. Your highs are coming down. And those lower highs are leading you to that same support. Over and over and over again. That's not a good look. Yeah. This is the jankiest freaking thing, man. Like, what is even going on here? Like, maybe it's a bull flag, right? Maybe. Maybe it's a bull flag. Get a little longer time frame. Closing down. Money flow pretty good. Weird. I didn't expect that. On the week, money flow actually looks pretty good. MACD, it looks kind of like death, though. Bearish engulf closed last month. Wouldn't really worry too much, though. Notably, last month on Sol BTC was the first bearish engulfed close on the month since August of 22. Is this the last bearish engulf on the month? There's another one before that, April of 22. That's the first one. Honestly, I'm just not in the zone of alts right now. This does not look good. The reason I'm not in the zone of alts right now can be easily explained by this little rascal. Bitcoin dominance. This chart definitely changes like a lot. Bitcoin dominance hit a new multi-year high yesterday. Wasn't a huge move, only 0.5%, but finally hitting 58%. The whole world, it seems, looking for that 60% mark right now. But while this is moving up, those BTC pairs I feel like are just higher risk. We spent a few weeks sideways on dominance above 57%, testing the same 57.7 level. Closed above last week. It looks like we're coming on down to test it again. Coming back to test that, not only that weekly close, but a daily order block here. It's weird how analysis works on things that aren't traded charts too. It's weird. Fill in that gap here, man. Alt's having a little bit of reprieve today with this red candle, but I still think it's too early. Still think it's too early to call them. Look at these monthlies. 4 green monthlies in a row, each one leading to higher highs. You gotta look all the way back here to November of 2020? November of 2020? January 21? That's 70% mark on the month. Double top closes here. Inefficiency. Creating that efficiency. I kind of think dominance is going to go higher than 60. Back when it was down here, I was like, yeah, we're going to 60. Now that we're up here and the climb we've done here, I think there's too many people looking for that 60%. But what I can say is whenever the hell we see weakness on Bitcoin dominance, that is going to be a huge signal to me that I should load up on alts. The higher dominance goes, the more on sale alts are. And once that begins to reverse, in the past, we've had some very, very good altcoin calls with just this logic. Dominance up, dominance begins falling. Look to enter alts. Once it falls, look to take profit. Easy peas. No, Corn, no. No. That wick effed us. Effed us in the A. Finding resistance where I thought we'd find support. Ain't that how it goes? New poll. Please answer. Where do you think dominance is going? Dominance going to 60%? Is it going above 60%? Or is it already topped out? There's no wrong answer. Nobody knows. I don't know the future. I'm just speculating. This is not what I was hoping would happen here. 15 minutes to go on this hourly close, and as it started and began selling off, said, man, really want to see this close up. Want to see above 57.8. This is not giving me the bullish close I wanted. One more 15-minute candle to go. Still certainly possible. Price is not far. A $200 move at this point is not even worth calculating. Like 0.2%. Totally possible, but I don't like that top wick. Momentum coming back down. Please hold 57, 630, whatever. Please hold. 75K by Friday. I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. 70% plus in January when large institutions put the big coins on their books. It's possible. What is a bull flag? 𝐂𝐫𝐫𝐿𝐵. Bull flag is a chart trading pattern. It is the opposite of a bear flag, though they look exactly the same, just in opposite directions. Bull flag usually bull flag, let's draw them. A bull flag is usually described by what is a pole, meaning a move up. Let's scoot this over. A move up being the pole, a high being achieved, a retracement that leads to higher lows and lower highs. Bull flag usually looks like this. The implied move then is another leg up, is a bullish pattern. The opposite is a bear flag, a move down, which is the pole, which then finds some kind of support or buyers, bounces or retraces, and paints out the same thing, lower highs, higher lows. The implied move is another move down. There is other kind of forms of bull flags. I think people call this kind of move a bull flag, right? Where the top is flat and the lows come up. I trust these more than the typical one. Of course, the bear flag pattern looks the same. Flat bottom, lower highs. There you go. Bull flag and bear flag in a nutshell. In crypto, I don't think they're that great. They're just not the best patterns. Patterns in general don't seem to play out that well. Finding a little support here right where we need it. Is it too good to be true? I hope not. Send us back up. Give us that close, baby. Smash the like, says Matthew Schmid. Smash the likes for the upcoming FOMC on Wednesday. Hit that little notify me button. Be there. Wednesday, 1 p.m. East. The home of 𝐒𝐿 for the biggest FOMC ever. Let me scroll through some charts here. Our link trade. Link from 950 to 1150. Perfect. Perfecto. Snipe the bottom, snipe the local top. Where's it at now? Let's see. We have two definitive reversals, so we use our fib tool. 1035 down here at the 0.5. 618 at 10 bucks. If I was looking to go long on Link again, which I probably am not at this point, $10 makes sense. 618 retracement of this move here. A little sniper move by us. Psychological level. Don't really want it to go there though. Don't really want to see it trade that low, but if there's a market sell-off, let's say into the FOMC or even in between, maybe we get a liquidity sweep at 10 and then a move back up. Hey, that was a sniper. Daily's still just showing selling, showing people taking profit into this. $10 also pretty close to last week's open. Momentum on MACD waning off here week over week. Money flow also weak. Wordplay. Kind of just talking about bear flag, bull flag. Here you go. Here's your flagpole. There's your lower highs, higher lows. There's a good example of a bear flag in real time. This one's especially good because it's happening right below previous support. Typically, you'd look for this. I don't see them playing out very often in crypto, though. So I generally don't look for that move. Link is in trouble if it trades back to this low, like 9 something. Off a lower high, that's not a good look. Sol BTC, we already looked at it. Let's look at SUI. SUI kind of doing some interesting things, and that's very visible by the BTC chart. Less visible by the dollar chart, but still there. Climbing up. Going against that dominance rally. Unlike almost anything else I can find at the moment. Money flow coming up. Could see a little retracement here over the next week or two, maybe a higher low at 1500 sats. Then start targeting 2200 sats. Bullish engulf closed last month. This month, we've seen higher highs and continuation. I think there's a real argument, even though I think SUI is a crapper. VC funded crapper. There's an argument here to be looking for that 618. There's definitely an argument. It's a pretty good argument. I don't know what that's going to look like. Let's go back to the dollar pair, though. Nice, strong reversal on SUI. Strong reversal. Beautiful. Higher highs last week. Major point of resistance, 125. That's the next upside target. We had some good trade. Good TA on this one. If you're looking for an entry, I think $1 still on the table. It's only 4% down. But there could be a strong back test of $1 before that $1.25 hit. Be a good way to move. We're going to hit 126,000 subscribers today while we're live. That's wild. I think we hit 125 on Friday. Now we're at 126 on Monday. All right. Oh yeah, I already even have the trade placed there. There it is. It's not a very good risk to reward trade. But I could see $1 even just back to 110, back to that range high. Kind of paint this out. Right. Ooh, that's ugly though. Finding resistance right at that 200-day at $1.10. You did test resistance, higher low off the 20. Maybe rejecting off the 200, come back to that previous resistance, hold as support. Maybe you see that. Let's keep going. Oh, NASDAQ. Up next, NASDAQ. We'll see. We've nailed this NASDAQ chart. We were calling back on, what, Monday, Tuesday? When? I don't know. For 119,165. Overshooting that, we're looking for the top of this descending high trend. It looks perfect. Perfect here. On a week close today, I added this since the last stream. On a week close today, say a bearish engulf, it is very likely that we return somewhere for a higher low inside of what is a pretty flaggish formation. But we'll see how this closes today. RSI staying pretty well tempered here with its highs. We don't see any bear div on our highs. That's good. If NASDAQ can break past this descending trend, retest August's high, let's say, it might look something like this, right? It looks something like that. Hold support at a higher low. If you can break that 20K again, I think you move to a new all-time high and then come back and test that 20 as support. That's the way I see NASDAQ moving. TRX, nobody asked, but hey, we'll look at it anyway. TRON was very spicy there for a little bit. Cooling off, but still pretty damn spicy and under the radar at the moment. Very shallow retracement here. I have to be honest, I don't like this. I don't like this testing again of support after this rounded crappy high. Money flow almost to the negative side here. I think 14 cents could be an entry on TRON. Resistance, resistance, higher low, break, back test. I can see 14. Stop loss is going to be hard though. I don't know where I'd put it. Say just above 13 cents. 2.6 to 1. Could see that. That's definitely betting that it's high. It's going high. It's like going back to all-time highs. That's a hard bet right now. We're not seeing almost any of the coins from the time TRX was popular. I haven't really seen any of them go back to all-time highs recently. Total inside a bear flag. JPY, the JPY trade's still alive and bumping today. Another higher high. Dude, JPY looks like it wants to go nuts. Looks like it wants to go nuts against the dollar. Maybe like a 10% move here by the end of the year. I could see that. AAVE. So AAVE, the Bitcoin pair again, kind of taking the stage. It's interesting if this is the case. Hit 00257, a little bit higher. Retraced. Now I'm liking this, right? Let me zoom in. I'm liking this. You broke your descending high trend. You dicked around there for enough time that you kind of washed out the weak hands there. Higher high, come back. Well, it's not perfect. Maybe my trend line isn't placed perfectly. This is very much a bump and run. You rejected, moved up, came back to not only that horizontal, but also this major trend, right? It's starting to look like a bump and run. There's the BTC pair trade here that could melt some faces. Let's do this. Since we didn't fully test 002, I'm going to just go ahead and take that as the entry. It's about a 10% downside stop there. Upside targets though, where are we going? 0031. 3.5 to 1. BTC pair. I like this. USD corresponding trade might look like the same trade that we placed a long time, well, a few days ago. Last week at some point at 135, looking for a long up to 173. Maybe those both play out at the same time. XRP, unremarkable. Unremarkable. Back to 57 cents. We'll check in on you once you do something. BNB beginning to deviate. I don't like that. This inverse head and shoulders prediction played out so well for so long. It isn't invalidated, but I'm not loving this. Not loving this. I did say in the last stream, if you're looking for an entry on BNB, maybe 511, 500 to 511. I'd probably take 500 flat. Maybe that's coming on down. Still looking for range high tests on BNB by the end of the year. Reef? Maybe. Dude, Doge, you need to make some higher highs, bro. Making me nervous. It's making me nervous. Started to look good. Now selling off. It's like back to that 9.6 cent zone again. Lower highs all the way down. We'll come back for Doge. I don't think I've opened a Reef chart in like years. Let's see. Last time I opened this chart was in 2022. Let's see. And I guess there's a reason I didn't open it. Got delisted from Binance, question mark. Spot. Looks like Spot got delisted. I mean, if you like charts that go down, Reef might be for you. You might want to consider looking into Reef. It's not just Reef. Let's see. Major reversals. Easy to pin 0071. 0032. That's a big bounce already. Jeez. Order block there. Resistance. Support. Okay. All right, this chart's marked up pretty good. And all of them are gone. Son of a bitch. Stupid visibility settings carry over when you change time frames. I don't want to do this. Almost done. Almost done. It's okay. It's okay. It's Monday. There we go. There we go. All right, doesn't look as bad on the daily. Definitely looked like crap zoomed out. The last few days for Reef have been pretty reefy. Back up to resistance. Broke to a higher high, paid in higher lows. Maybe you got some here. Maybe you got some. RSI healthily in that overbought. Closed the candle above the 618. Got a little back test today. Maybe Reef's going to 0032. Stop at the range low. 2.3 to 1. Problem with this is like, this is reminiscent of all the bull market we've streamed through. Is like chart go up, no pullback, very low pullback. Chart go up, very low pullback, chart go up. And it's like, man, that looks strong. But where do you enter? Like you enter right here. You're buying the top of a, well, you're buying at the highest point after a 400-500% move. It's very risky. That is a rather strong recovery there. Look at that V. I'll say 3.2. 0032. Place alerts. One more. We did it. 126,000, boys. Just in time for Chirpow on Wednesday. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we've been live 2 hours, my friends. We have the biggest stream of your lives on Wednesday. Biggest stream of your lives. Right here. It's set up. You're going to be there. 48 hours. Less than 48 hours. Can you feel the spice? We did it, boys. We did it. 126,000. Next 1 million. We got it. Make sure you guys have subscribed to the live stream. We're live here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got that hourly close. Yes. Yes. You see this? I'm losing my train of thought here. We got it. We got it. We traded below the fair value gap on the hour in the last 10 minutes, maybe in the last 5 minutes. Buyers came up, made sure we closed above. Nice, right where we wanted to close. Let's go. Just barely. Just barely. But we did it. 57.8. I like it. The bulls have rejected that bearish engulf. They fully tested that order block. And God help me. Now they want to go up. Let's see. Looking for 58.5. We're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. East, 1700 hours UTC every single week. We got the FOMC at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, 2 days from now. Make sure you've joined the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Check out the links. If you're on the short stream, you can't check out the links. You can't click links on short stream. But you should join the Discord either way. Discord.gg/TomCrown. You can get the links in there. If you sign up with any of our links, they are affiliate links or sponsor links like Lux Algo and MetaSignals. Sign up with any of them and you will get exclusive access to our VIP private trading group. It's the only way in. That's it. You can do it. Costs you nothing. Let's go. Bitcoin's looking for some upside now. I like it. We got the hourly close. Lower time frames are shaping up. We held the higher low. Let's go. A retest up here at 58.1, 58.2, looking incredibly likely. But I think we're moving higher. I think we're moving higher today. Keep your eyes peeled. Sign up with the links. Join the Discord. Tune in on Wednesday. Thank you for 126,000 subscribers. You guys are the best. You're the best, every single one of you. That's it for me today, guys. I got some voiceovers to do. I got some other shenanigans to get into. I'll be in the Discord. If you jump in there, you'll see me. Hopefully I see you. Good stream. Happy Monday. Bullish thoughts, my friend. Shout out to all the new subscribers.